Today I'm going to walk you through how I use my stove. I'll be telling you how to clean it, how to start it, and how to control all of the dampers and flues. We'll get started by giving it a good clean because you want to make sure that there's not too many ashes in your stove before starting. To start with, we're going to remove the burners. Now, if you want to do a really deep clean, you can remove the entire surface. So the burners come off individually, and you can also remove this section as well. But I'm not going to do a deep clean today. I'm just going to make sure that there aren't too many ashes in the stove to start with. So I'll remove those. You can see there's quite a bit in there. Just going to take this tool. It's a lovely scraper, and we're going to reach in and just drag all of the ash here to this side where there's a hole, and it will go through the hole there and we can collect it out of the base. Once you've scraped all of the ashes over to the side, depending on the make of your stove, it might be a little bit different. Just look for where your openings are. You're going to go down to this little door here, open it up, and it's going to be full of ashes. So taking my scraping tool and a little dustpan, we're going to reach inside and pull forward the ash. And the final step to cleaning up the ashes is to empty the ash box at the bottom. So most stoves will have this at the very bottom. To find yours, you may need to just look maybe at the back or the front. Here we go. And just dump that. You can empty the wood box as well, but I prefer to leave some of the coals in there for restarting the fire the next time. So I'm going to skip that step. Now, for starting a fire, you're going to want to make sure that all of your flues are open. I'm going to have this open. We're also going to make sure that we are on wood because we're burning wood, not coal. This is a dual option stove, so you can use a tool to change this to coal. We want this open all the way to give lots of air. Okay. And now, we'll open the wood box and get started building a fire, which I'm excited for because it's very cold in here this morning. Got my wood. Once your fire is well and burning, you'll start to notice flames and sparks going up the chimney, and that's when you can close that up. And you can close this damper just a little bit. And if you wanted to start baking in the oven, you would simply take this lever at the back and pull it up. That's going to make it so that the heat circulates through the oven. You'll want to make sure to clean your chimney probably at least once a year. Depending on how much you're using it, I would suggest at least twice a year. and make sure you're doing maintenance on your stove to keep it running nicely. I love working on this stove, and I think it produces some really great food. When cooking with your wood stove, you do want to take into account what kind of wood you're burning. If you're cooking, I think it's best to use a soft wood because it will burn faster and hotter. But if you burn a hardwood, it's going to burn longer, and over the long run, it'll be hotter. So if you're heating your house, use a hardwood, and if you're cooking or baking, you might want to consider using a softwood. I believe we have pine in there at the moment. If you have any questions for us about our wood stove or the Lambi kitchen in general, please leave a comment below. Make sure to like and subscribe. And if you would like to see this stove at work, you can find a video right about here. Bye.